Cracking, everybody. Wait for a few people to jump on in here. Hanging out in the shop tonight. Do a little Q&A. Just hang out, see what everybody's up to. Do a couple little updates from the last week and what's going on with that and this and everything else. So kind of hang out, see who jumps in here and hang out, do a little shop talk. Go ahead and post this on some of my socials real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see here. Hang with me just a minute, guys. I'm going to post this real quick. Welcome to the chat. Yeah. What up? Let's put that in there real quick. Link. All right. Cool. That works for now. What's cracking, everybody? What up? What up, Step? Step, how's your car coming, dude? Getting that thing ready or what? Should be pretty close, I think. I talked to Bert a couple weeks ago. He said it was getting close. You're working too much. Yeah, aren't we all? That it is, my friend. That it is. Slow processes. I can read. Thank you. Got to throw these on so I can see what you guys are saying. There we go. What up? What up? Good morning, beautiful. Oh, you're going to retire in a couple months. Oh, man, I don't know if that's good or bad for you. Hopefully you can relax and enjoy it. Let a couple more people jump in here. Yeah, I know it's you, buddy. I know it's you. So we went through, Tom's back in Tennessee, but he came home with me, hung out here for a couple days, and we figured out what was going on with my car. So she'll be on kill. I'm trying to go out locally here Saturday night. They're doing like a hot summer nights drag thing at my local track, and it's open from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. So it's going to be hot, but it'll still be, the track temps will go down a little bit. I do live in the devil's asshole, which is Arizona. It's friggin' hotter than shit out here. But I had a massive boost leak right where the coupler goes into my throttle body, where the T-bolt clamp goes down. It kind of pushed the boot out like a triangle, and it was leaking air out of there. It was leaking there, and my blow-off valve was leaking. So we got it fixed up. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure that'll do it. We talked about it all the way home. So I bought a pressure tester on the way home, just ordered it, and it was here when we got here. As soon as we pressure tested it, you could hear it leaking out by the throttle body. We were commanding 60 pounds of dome pressure. It made 57 pounds of dome, and then I think it only made like 36 pounds of boost. It wouldn't make any more. So that was definitely the problem. I'm stoked that we got it fixed. So now I need to go back into the laptop, turn it back down before Saturday night. We checked the bearings. Everything looked great. So I'm really happy with that motor. That's the first aluminum rod motor I've ever assembled myself. So came out really nice. No crazy wear on the bearings. I'm going to roll mains into it. Just the way they looked a little bit, we want to add the extra clearance in it a little bit. So I ordered some mains. They'll be here tomorrow. We'll roll mains into it, and then I should be good to go. But other than that, everything looked perfect. I was really, really happy. There was not a flake or a speck in the oil. Everything looked beautiful. So I didn't really film putting that motor together because it gets kind of boring for my fans, but I put that motor together and disassembled it like 7 times. I had to crank in and out of it. I mic'd everything. I plastic gauged it. I measured. I measured everything to make sure it was perfect before it finally went together. So, and then once it did get together, it was super tight for some reason. And I found out it's because the assembly lube I used is super, super thick. So it actually made everything tighten up, but we got it figured out. Totally happy. That's been like 2 years in the making on that motor. So yeah, I bet. Well, at this point, dude, they're no more expensive than a set of steel rods are anymore. A set of Manley Turbo Toughs is like $1,200. I think you can get GRP aluminums for $700 or $800. So it's not that much more expensive, but I get the wish list part for sure. Oh, well, it's good to see you in here, Rob. Thanks for jumping in. It's been going crazy. I've been gone for almost a week. I was out drag racing in Nebraska, so we're back from that. I've got cars just stacked up and waiting, which I was trying to avoid. I'm trying to slow down a little bit. I didn't see your BMEs. Well, I guess you could probably see them through the hole in that block. I'm not sure if sorry. I did see your other block clearance for them, though. I got cars stacking up over at Joe's. There's 3 cars over there for me to wire pretty soon. I'm finishing up this car for my neighbor. I'm shooting a video on that. That should be out in a couple of days. Fully restored 67. Let me get out of the way there so you guys can see it. Pretty cool car. Might have been on my last live. I'm not sure. But I'm just making it run for him, finishing it up. Ouchie. So I got my steel rod motor back here that I hurt at Pueblo. I'm going to I've got a spare crank and rods for that thing here. So I'll have my steel rod motor together and ready to go too, in case I want to do like a drag and drive or something. But it's all in here. Wow. I'm going to post this on Instagram real quick. See if we can get some people in here. Right now there's a whopping 2. 4. Yeah, could have went way faster. I'm also pretty stoked that I ran in the pro class. And, if things would have went, I mean, if you look at how the pro class ended, I had Nate in the first round. I bogged, he bogged. If I wouldn't have bogged, I'd have beat him. I'd have made it to the finals. And then I think Max was in the finals, right? And he blew his motor up. Or it was Nate and Max blew his motor up. So I just had a couple of A to B passes there, I probably would have won the pro class. Kyle, yeah. Kyle hurt his motor. So, yeah, I probably could have won the pro class had I just went A to B. But we got the 2-step issues figured out, and that shouldn't happen anymore. Got the boost leak problem fixed. So it's always a learning process, man. Any time that you change everything, it's kind of like starting over. It's kind of a bummer, but we'll get it worked out. Max's car's down. Yeah. So let me post this on my Instagram real quick. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Hold on a second, guys. I'll answer some questions in a few. One person in here. Just you, huh, Brian? Bum, 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 bum. I'm going to do something. That'd have to be up to Anthony Donalo, brother. You'll have to get with the guys at PFI and have them call him. I just dropped it off, so where it lies is where it lies. Last I heard, the Pistons were done. We were waiting on 83s, so they should be there. But that's all I know. I'm not going to post that one. I almost posted a picture I probably shouldn't have. So, there's a few more people in here. Let me do that one. All right, let's do that. Hold on real quick, guys. I'm not watching the screen. I am posting this on my Insta. Live now. Stories. There we go. See how that does. What else is going on? Who else is in here watching? What do you got going on? Like I said, my goal this week is to get bearings rolled into that thing and then get out Saturday night to the track here locally, maybe make a hit and see how it goes. Try to get that 8-second time slip. I'm so close, dude. So close. It's driving me crazy. I've never gotten, there's like that stigma when you get to the 00, you know, it's at Firebird Raceway here in Arizona. You get to like 10-0, and then it's hard to get to 999, 998. And with this car, I went, I was running 12-second passes. And then once we got it figured out, I instantly went like 1040, 1030. Turned it up, went 10-0, 990, 980. Like it just started breaking. And now that I'm right at 9-0, I just cannot get there no matter what I've done. So we'll hopefully this should get it all fixed. And it's like a test and tune, like a Saturday night test and tune, but it's from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m., which is kind of cool. And I cut my best 60-foot ever at my home track. The prep there is really, really good. So, yeah, hopefully it'll come. So just threw this up on my Instagram. So I'm gonna put this out there a couple times while I'm live right now. If you guys, anybody of my fans or anybody that watches my videos, if you have seen, let me find it. If you have seen this car, if you have seen that car or know the whereabouts of it, please send me a DM. It's kind of hard to miss that car. We are currently looking for it. Yeah, show you guys that again. A lot of you guys that follow my social media might have seen that post, but we are definitely looking. Whoa, hello. We are actively looking for that vehicle. If you've seen it in someone's shop or garage or heard anything about it, please please send me a DM. Let me know if you've seen it. We were told that it got scrapped. If you saw it at a scrapyard, junkyard, yeah, there's a big story behind it, and I'm not going to really talk about it. I'll let Brent do that. He's going to make a video about it. So it was JJ's, and it got well. Listen, what I will do is just let you read that. If you can read what it says, it'll give you an idea without having to say anything of what happened. So JJ bought it from Scott Kelly, and oh yeah, I am. That's why I'm just we're just looking for it. If you've seen it, please send me a DM. That's all I'm asking. There's only 7 people on here right now. It's now 6, so it doesn't much matter. But I somebody posted that picture on the internet, and I screenshotted it. So we are actively looking for it. And we were told that it got scrapped, but even a scrap guy, I don't think would take that thing and smash it and cut it up. I know if I was a scrap guy and I got to hold my hands on that thing, I sure wouldn't. So who knows? Yeah, Brent's going to make a video about it, so it'll all come out. Any of you guys watched the PFI video yet of Steven hitting the wall? That was super, super, super scary, man. I couldn't get down to the end fast enough. Tom took off on my scooter, but Steven is okay. The car's seen better days, but they'll get it fixed. And yeah, that was a scary deal to watch that happen. Went to the wall at 170 miles an hour. It's no joke. Oh. What else is happening, you guys? What do you got going on? Eight people in here. Wow. Oh, I can share my screen. Oh, wow. I didn't know I could do that. Trevor will watch it happen and then watch the video. Steven. Yeah, dude, for sure. He handled it so well. The way he reacted quick, and that could have been a lot worse had he not counter-steered that car fast enough. It literally sent the nose to the wall, and he was able to straighten it out a little bit. So, yeah, he definitely handled it. He's actually out in Tennessee right now. He's out with Tom. They're working on some cars in Tennessee, trying to get a couple things done out there. He jumped on a plane yesterday. Boom, boom, boom. What else? Let me look at some comments here. Where'd you go, Step? You still on here? Sorry for the jumping screen. My desktop moves. So I think what happens with my lives is on YouTube. I used to do live DJ sets on Facebook. So I think people think that I'm doing that again, so they jump in to hear the music or whatever. And when they just see me sitting here, they're like, screw it, we're out of here. That was a lot of fun. I want to look and see if my page is still active. Yeah, it is still active, and it has 1,300 followers still. Wow. Pretty cool. That page is still active. Oh, I miss it too. This sucks because you can't do that stuff anymore. Maybe I'll set my equipment up this weekend and try to do something. I'm scrolling through my old page right now and seeing if any of my sets are still live, but I think Facebook took them all down for copyright infringement. Yeah, they're all gone. Let me turn this off. Yep. Yeah, it looks like they've removed them. Yeah, they looks like they took them all down. I wonder if any of my Twitch sets are still up though. Check those out. Yeah, no content. I was last live on Twitch 4 years ago. Wow. Well, maybe I'll do that one of these days. Maybe this weekend I'll get my stuff out. Yeah, they literally took all of my sets down. I wonder how fast the algorithm is on Facebook now, and if I went live on Facebook, if they'd catch me. That's pretty cool. They didn't take that down. There's a little clip I posted when I was spinning out in Glamis. I was doing a live party for people. That was pretty cool. Huh. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to try, you know. Yeah, it's a bummer. They took all my old sets down. That sucks. Because you used to be able to go back and listen to them. And then we were shipping flash drives like crazy. You love the videos in the Civic. Right on. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. What was that, Chewy? What up? Yeah, I definitely appreciate that, bro. It's just rough, man. Unfortunately, a lot of my Glamis fans don't like my Honda content. So during the summertime when I'm doing all of my drag racing, I kind of have to do these lives to try to keep my watch hours up. Because if I don't, then YouTube will unmonetize my channel because I'm not that big. So it just sucks. I'm kind of pigeonholed into a certain niche of content, which I hate because the name of my channel is Dunatic's Automotive Shenanigans. Like, as you guys can see from the background, dude, I'm just an all-around car guy. I got a Chevelle. I got all kinds of cars, and I love doing car stuff. But because I'm called Dunatic, my channel is called Dunatic, but I love it, and it just all my fans come from my Glamis content, which is really awesome. I love all my fans and I love meeting people and stuff, but it's just hard on my channel, during the summer because I do something completely different than I do, during the wintertime. So yeah, it's just rough. It just doesn't cross over. And you would think that it would, but I don't know. Build a Dune Civic. Actually, Brian, it's funny you mentioned that because I have a set of paddles. I mean, I have a set of slicks off of my car, off the front. I got them sitting right over there, and they are going to Rogue Tires, and I'm going to have them put paddles on them. And I'm going to take this car this season to Glamis, and I'm going to try to rip it up Oldsmobile. So I'll take the front fenders off. I'll put paddles on the front. I'll leave the slicks on the back. And it is all-wheel drive, so it should do just fine out there. And you finally found a sand limo you're going to check out this weekend. Cool. Send me a picture of it or the info on it, and I'll take a look at it for you. Not before you check it out, but I'll look at the photos and see if I know the car or what's the deal with it. Yeah, that it'll be okay. I'll put a big filter on the turbo. We'll be all right. It'll just be a rip up. So, oh, that's dope, dude. You got a 720. That is sick. So I love motor swap stuff, and I love seeing motor swap stuff like that, where you take a Z motor and put it in a 720. That's my favorite Nissan or Datsun truck is a 720. I used to really like the bullet side trucks, but I love 720s. Oh, it's going to happen this year. A few years ago, Kyle brought the Routacy out to Glamis, and we tried to put paddles on that, but we couldn't fit. 2015 San Limo Monster Cruiser out of Alpine. If it's on Marketplace or there's a link to it, dude, send it to me on Instagram, and I'll take a look at it. If it's a Monster Cruiser, we probably know about it, or we've worked on it or done something to it or whatever. I'll take a look at it for you, dude. That's cool. Monster Cruisers are the best. That's what I have. It's probably the nicest Dunan car that I've ever driven. And it's people say I'm partial to it because I work with Joe at San Limo, and I own a San Limo, but I also test drive almost every car we work on at Glamis Fab. And we do something, we do a clutch, we do a motor swap, anything like that where the motor comes out. I always test drive the car before we give it back to the customer to make sure it shifts. And I've driven pretty much every car there is, every manufacturer. And I like the way a San Limo handles. They turn good. They stop good. They're controllable. They just, there's a lot of feedback in the wheel that you can, you get a good feel for the car when you're driving it. Unlike a lot of other, there's some big cars out there that are really, really nose heavy that don't turn well. You accelerate, the front end comes up, and then it won't turn. You got to get out of it and plant the front end to make it turn. San Limos will just turn. Hard acceleration, slow, fast, they turn. There's 3 or 4 cars with that same front suspension. It's San Limo, Fadril, Aceco, and I think there's one other one that uses the same uniball arms that we do. And those are the only cars I would ever own. That uniball front suspension is awesome. It keeps the spindle. So you have a uniball at the top and a uniball at the bottom of the arm. So you got your arm here, spindle here, arm here. So when that tire is moving up and down, the camber and caster never changes. So it's on a uniball. So it just literally will go, the arms go up and it stays perfectly straight. With other cars that use Heim joints on the end, top and bottom, they have a tendency to roll, what I call roll. So as they go up and down, the spindle will roll out and it changes the camber and caster angle when it rolls. Then there's the other ones that have a single bolt that go all the way through. Those are horrible. Those are the worst. And the bolt gets seized up. But yeah, uniball front end, money. So that's cool. You're going to go look at that car. Totally stoked for you, dude. That's awesome. Oh, you're still, bro. I've lived a full life, man. I've done a lot of things. I was a hip hop and top 40 DJ basically my entire life. I did weddings, parties. I worked for a professional DJ company. I've worked in nightclubs all over LA. I DJ'd in a band for 10 years. We have 2 albums out. I've done a lot in my life, bro. Did I work fast food? No, I've never worked fast food. I worked at a gas station back when when you had to go out and actually take the money from people and reset the pump yourself. I did that. I worked at a skating rink, and then that's how I got into DJing, was working at a skating rink. See, what else have I done? Oh, I was in car audio for a big part of my life. I was a car audio installer. I competed in SPL contests. I did a high-end car audio for quite a few years. You can here. Let me put it in here. You can send it to my Instagram is at underscore. Where's my underscore on this keyboard? Oh, there it is. Tune underscore. Oh, that's right on, Brian. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, I've done a lot, dude. I've done a lot of things. Not proud of all of them, but so yeah, I did car audio. I was a DJ, and then I got into the telecom business when I was young. When I was in my early 20s, I got into telecommunications, and that's what I do now. I've been doing this for almost 30 years. Oh, and I had a Honda shop for a while too, about 5 years. I have a electric power steering business. I wire sand cars, and yeah, I do a lot, dude. But that's it's kind of what affords me to do the things that I do, is the fact that I do so much, and I still do. So yeah, dude, send me a link on my Instagram. Old school 10-inch heart sub, the Crunch 1001, dude. That's sick. That's cool, man. I was a big Orion guy. I actually have a collection. Uh, it's over there in a bin, but in one of these plastic. Oh, right there in one of those plastic bins. I've got about 10 or 11 Orion 225s, the red ones, the competition ones. I've just collected them over the years, and in my old garage, I had them, mounted to the wall. Eventually, when I get around to it, I'll drywall this place or have it drywalled and get everything screwed to the walls. I got a license plate collection too. Does anyone else collect license plates from other states? I got a bunch. I just have never had a chance to put them up here. I've got a bunch of automobilia signs and stuff to put up, and just once I got the garage put up, I just started rolling, man. I was like going crazy, not having anywhere to work. Avalanche with 4 Rockford Fosgate 12s, 4,000 watt amp, 140s. That's sick, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I have 212s in my Chevelle right now. I have a full system in my Chevelle. Dude, it'll rattle your teeth out. So it's like I just never quit being a basshead, Oh, well, of course you did. You're a carpenter or a cabinet maker. Brian, what exactly is it that you do? Is that what you do? You're a carpenter? Oh, now I can't see anything. Yep, I'm getting to the age where I got to have them, boys. So there might be a few other different people in here now. I'm going to put this picture up again. We are actively looking for that car. If you've seen it, please send me a PM. A few people have cycled out and a few new ones in. So I figured I'd throw that out there again. I don't care where you saw it or when you've seen it. Just send me a PM and tell me about it. 35 minutes. That's what I figured you did, bro. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Trying to read some of these other comments here. Got to the fast food. Tyrone, did you send me that link already so I can check out that car? Let's see. Let's see, brother. Primary. Yep, I see it. Let's see. I'll look at it right now. How about that? While we're right here. You build a whole house ground up when you're 15. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, dude. I'm gonna pull it up here. Let's see here. Fine for, well, I won't say the price, but one that just got gone through front to back with the 418 stroker in it. That's Aaron Lewis's car. So yeah, we do know that car pretty well, actually. Let me wipe off my phone here so I can. Yeah, just the only thing about that car, bro, is it's got the XDC case, but it is still a 2D. So with a 416, just be careful. But other than that, the oh, my toy hauler's done, dude. It's actually back. It's here. Warrior got it all fixed. But yeah, we're talking about this car, right? Yeah, the car's super sick. Radius roof, very similar. Well, not as, this one's a little more radius than mine, and it has the back bars, but that's an update that Joe did to it. Oh, it was remodeled to Joe's new design. I don't know if Joe did the work or not, but it is very, very, it's a very nice car for sure. And for the money, the 2D in it, but it's still a badass car. And remember, it is the off season right now, so don't be afraid to wheel and deal for it. But it is a very beautiful car, and it is built well. That delivery bill would break the bank. Yeah, it would be rough because you'd have to have a. I don't know. I mean, probably just build them right here in my shop. I'll move some of these cars. All right, there's a few more people jumping in here now. What else is going on, guys? What do you got going on? But yeah, my toy hauler is done. It's right outside here, all finished. I was going to take it to PFI Speedfest in Nebraska this weekend, but some unfortunate circumstances came up. Hold on, guys. I ended up going, originally was going to end up going by myself because my wife hurt her knee and couldn't come. So there's no point in Glamis season starts at October 1st, buddy. Unfortunately, she blew her knee out and couldn't come. So there's no point in me taking a 40-foot toy hauler out there just for myself. So I was driving on my way out there talking to our friend Tom. You guys all know Tom. And he was like, hey, I would have came out there. Meanwhile, I asked him like 10 times prior. But I was like, well, don't threaten me with a good time, bro. And then so I called my wife and I said, hey, book Tom a ticket to Denver. So he flew from Tennessee to Denver. I picked him up. He came to PFI, helped me get the old motor out of my car, the new motor in my car, and get it all ready to race. So huge shout out to my boy Tom, as usual, always coming in clutch. Huge shout out to Jamie from PFI Speed on the keyboard on my car. Just always not, dude. He had that motor tuned in 4 pulls, like done, and it made really good power for what it was doing. And the boost leak I had, it made super good power. So yeah, Tom flew out, helped me out, and yeah, we had a great time. And then he ended up coming back to Arizona with me, and he went home yesterday. So we dropped the oil pan in that thing and checked the bearings and stuff. Because that's the first aluminum rod motor. I'm going to say it again. I think I said it earlier, but that's the first aluminum rod motor, Honda motor, that I've ever built myself. I've done plenty of other ones, but that's the first one I've done myself. And that thing is fresh sleeve block, fresh crank, new rods. Since I've been drag racing that Honda, that is the first motor that I've had that everything in it was brand new. Oh, no problem, bro. No problem. Thanks, Brian. That's the first motor that I've ever built that everything in it was new. All my other motors that I've had together have all been 20 and 30-year-old parts that I've had laying around from my shop years ago. I made 880 horsepower with my other motor that we blew up on the dyno with those big cams when I had the valve clearance issues, and that block wasn't even sleeved. It was just CSS. I made almost 1,000 horsepower with a CSS block, which is kind of scary to me, but with all used parts, just stuff laying around, nothing new. Used Manley turbo tufts, used pistons. We put new rings in them, but so my steel rod motor is the same way. That motor is all used parts. It'll have a used crank and rods going back into that one as well. So I'm not even going to re-ring or nothing that motor. I'm just going to pop the crank and rods out, clean everything good, replace the oil pump, and put it back together, and it should be fine. So steel rod motor, that thing make close to 1,000 horsepower. So should be good to go. It'll be a fun drag and drive car. Oh, my sand car is, someone asked about my sand car. It's still over at, it's still Carl at Shock Talk. He has moved. I'll let him announce whatever he's going to announce, but Shock Talk, the shop is in Yuma, is closed. He's not there anymore. He has changed locations, so I'll let him, talk about that or whatever. But my car's over there getting the suspension done. And oh, nice. Are you doing like a Vitara build with Vitara pistons, or are you using some aftermarket pistons? Those Vitara builds make power. Shane's girlfriend's got a D16 with Vitara stuff in it, and shit, she just went 11. I think she went 1160 or 1140. That car, she's ripping in that car. Down 3. All right, we're going to go about 15 more minutes here and then call it, guys. SuperTech, high compression pistons. Oh, cool. Right on, man. That's awesome. That's freaking cool. I like seeing single cam stuff rip. Our friend Brian has a single cam wagon, and he just went 990 last weekend in that thing. Ripping for a single cam. Dude, that car's flying. He runs the 10.0 class. So yeah, Brian, if everything goes well, I'm going to roll bearings into that. I'll go run it locally here. We'll make sure everything's good, and then it'll just sit by the wayside waiting for Pueblo. If I do another Speed Fest this year, it will be Pueblo for sure because it's closer. and then we'll go from there. Hopefully it does well, and um, I don't think I want to go down to the 9.0 class. Um, the whole time I've been racing Speedfest, I was always fighting in the sport class, fighting to catch all the fast guys, fighting to catch Blake, fighting to catch Rafa. And I think that's kind of where I shine, dude. What up, Tommy? What up? I think that's where I shine is when I'm the underdog in the class and I fight to get my way. It inspires me to want to make my car faster, faster, and faster. Um, so I think that's where I'm at. I don't think I want to go down to 9.0. Everybody told me I was stupid because I ran 9.0, my best pass over the weekend. I probably could have gave Chris and all those guys a good run for their money in that class, but at the end of the day, dude, I don't want to lift. I want my car to go as fast as it'll possibly go. So I want to show the whole world that street car right there with a trailer hitch on it could compete with the fast guys in the pro class. So, like I said, I think that's just kind of where I do the best. Later, buddy. Have a good one, bro. Thanks for jumping on. What up, Tommy? What's happening, man? I'm just chilling in the shop, hanging out, and answering a few questions here and there. Not very many people on tonight, so. Show action. Right on, right on. So yeah, Volkswagen's just about done. I got the carburetors on it. I got a video coming out later this week about that. Again, totally not Dune content, but just car stuff. So should be a good one. It's like a run and drive type video. I got that thing running for my neighbor, and after that one's done, I think we're going to move on to his. He's got a Tri-5 Chevy that needs a little work. So we'll probably finish that one up too. He's got a bunch of cars, as well do I, but I need to get rid of some shit. 48. 10 more minutes, guys. I think I'm going to stay on here. Anybody else got any questions for me while you're on? Dew season starts October 1. It is coming fast, faster than you can imagine. That's funny, bro. Have I ever been to Ontario in the 2000s? Bro, I lived in Ontario Friday and Saturday nights in the 2000s, bro. I lived in Lake Elsinore, so yeah, Ontario was a spot. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Ontario, Compton, Nuevo, all over. Those were, yeah. My shop was in Lake Elsinore, so yep, most definitely. Definitely. Spent a lot of time there. A lot of late nights. What were some of the track names there? Dark Track, Commerce. My wife will remember some more of them, I'm sure. Like we were out there constantly. I had a red EF with a B16 on the bottle, and then my partner Milton had a burgundy Honda Accord 4-door with a Prelude on a 100-shot direct port. We used to clean up out there. And then later on, way later, when I started doing K-Series stuff, we'd go out there every crate once in a while. By that time, it was a bust, but yep, spent lots of time there. Friggin' mosquito got me. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to rip on out of here. Thanks for joining. Thanks for sticking around. Like I said, I'll have another video coming out later in the week about this car right here, the Bug. So you guys stick around for that. And always thank you guys for watching. Make sure you share, like, subscribe. Jump on over to theDuneAddict.com. Grab yourself some merch. We still have some of the old Dune Addict shirts in stock. I think they're on sale right now, 30% off. Grab yourself a hat, shirt, T-shirt, sweatshirt. Everything's in stock, ready to ship. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you later.